Hello, it's me again. Yeah, I haven't made a video for a while, for a few weeks I think, because I've been like really busy, and I've been ill when I've not been busy, and not much has been going on really, so, yeah, but I'm making this video because tomorrow I'm going for a tiny little bit of minor surgery. It's only like on my toes, my big toes, to remove the toenails, because I've had a toenail overgrowth and it's causing problems with my toes, and this is something that is typical with Marfan syndrome patients, but I'm going to be having it done under local anaesthetic, which that is kind of freaking me out a bit. I'm not a big fan of local anaesthetic, and basically I'm freaking out about this toenail surgery more than I freaked out about major open heart surgery, you know, because the major open heart surgery I was asleep, I was out cold, I didn't know what was going on until I woke up afterwards, you know, and then I had all the pain meds and everything like that being pumped into me, and I didn't really, you know, I still didn't know what was going on because I was drugged out of my little brain, you know. But local anaesthetic, you're awake through the whole thing and you can feel and see everything that's going on. Well, you can't feel the pain obviously at the time because the local anaesthetic numbs it all, and that basically I guess makes the nerves go to sleep, but you can still feel all the pulling and tugging and, you know, them poking around and whatnot, and that happening to your toenails, having your toenails pulled off or cut off or whatever they're going to be doing to get them off, I don't know, pliers or something, you know, that's kind of freaky. And once they've removed them, they're going to be putting some kind of special fluid or special chemical or something on the toenail area to stop the toenail growing back. It basically kills the toenail root or bed or whatever they call it, so that won't grow back, so I won't have toenails anymore. Well, I have toenails on my smaller toes, but my big toes I won't. So, but yeah, so I'm kind of like preparing myself for that tonight. I've given myself a little bit of a foot spa and scrubbed my feet up and sanded off all the crusty skin, because I want to make sure they're clean, because I have a really bad immune system, and any type of surgery I usually get some form of infection afterwards. And I don't fancy having infected toes, so I'm making sure that the whole thing is clean and that ready for tomorrow, because yeah, when I had my spinal surgery, after that I got a abscess, an infection on the scar at the base of my spine. That wasn't fun. And then with my heart surgery, not long after that, I got the same thing, an abscess, which nearly turned really nasty. There was basically a lot of fluid there, and if it hadn't have been caught when it had, if I hadn't have gone in when I did to the hospital to get it checked out, then it would have turned into a nasty blood infection, which I probably would not have survived. So, you know, I'm very paranoid when it comes to having these sort of procedures done, and making sure that the area is clean. So the night before or the morning before, I'm there scrubbing away, cleaning it and whatnot. I've cleaned my feet like 3 or 4 times now. That might be a bit excessive. And then in the morning I'll probably clean them 3 or 4 times again. You know, it's probably a bit excessive, but I reckon it's better to be safe than sorry. But yeah, I'm not sure, I can't remember at the moment what the problem with my toenails is called. I think they call it hammer toe. I could be wrong, I'm not sure, but you know, it's kind of making my toe, the end of my toes go a little bit deformed, but then my feet are deformed anyway because of the Marfan syndrome. But if I show you the toenail, if you're squeamish or if you're about to eat or something like that, you may not want to look at this bit. So maybe turn the video off and come back to it later when you're not eating. So, but yeah, if I can get the camera angle right, I'll show you my toenails. This foot is my better foot. If I can get that right. I don't know if you can see there. Hopefully you can.
Switch the camera around.
But yeah, so the toenail is very big and overgrown, and it's very like dark coloured, and basically that causes all sorts of problems, as you can imagine. It getting caught on clothing when I'm trying to get dressed. I'm clumsy, so I'm always stubbing my toes on furniture and doorways and everything, even stubbing my toes on my own feet. Yeah, that's how clumsy I am. Stub my toe on my other toe. I'm good at that. But yeah, so as you can imagine, it causes all sorts of problems. Toenail getting ripped, the skin around the toenail getting ripped and everything. And then of course that being very sore, and then that causing infections as well. So the foot doctor, my podiatrist, has booked me in for this, to have that removed, because then that saves a lot of problems, and also it'll make it better and more comfortable when I wear shoes, because the top of my shoe does tend to rub on my toes and on my toenail and causes pressure, and that hurts as well. Squeak, away from my feet, thank you. Cat's trying to lick my feet. Not a good idea. She has a fascination with licking everything. But yeah, so I'm having that done tomorrow. I'm also in the next few days, probably tomorrow, I can do it, pick up my new insoles that I had made. They've custom made for me. Had a mould of my feet made a few weeks ago, and I got a letter the other day to say that the new insoles have arrived, so I can get rid of these temporary ones that they've given me and have some fancy new ones that are specially made for my feet, which would be cool, because these temporary ones are doing really well. They've straightened my feet up quite a bit. So having the ones that are specially made for my feet and my feet problems, that's gonna do even better at straightening them up, I think. So I should be able to wear some of my old shoes, maybe some of the Converses again. Probably shouldn't, because I do need ankle support, but once in a while you gotta wear fancy shoes to make yourself feel good, haven't you? So But yeah, so that's what's going on tomorrow, and I'm going to be freaking out about this and be like having anxiety meltdowns and whatnot tomorrow. But I just got to take a deep breath and grin and bear it, because it's gonna be better in the long run. Because my podiatrist said if we leave it on there, the toenails like they are, they're just gonna grow even more and get even worse, and they're really, really thick, so I can't cut them. So yeah, it's gonna be better all round, I think. But yeah, I will be taking a before, and then I'll take an after picture of it tomorrow, and I'll probably be posting that on my Chronically Suki page, along with a bit of info on what the condition is actually called and whatnot, for anyone that might be interested. Because I know I've got a few my math people that watch these videos, so it'd be good to give them some info, give all you guys some info on that, because I know a lot of math and people suffer with issues with their toes and toenails. I mean, my grandma, my Nan Maureen, she had Marfan syndrome as well, and she had to have the end of her toe cut off, of her big toes, because her big toes had grown too long. They were longer than the rest of her toes, and it made it difficult for her to wear shoes, because I think she had to get them specially made. And anyone that's had shoes specially made for them before will know it can get quite expensive. And I mean, even me, I don't have to get shoes specially made for me, because luckily my feet have stopped growing now, and I'm like a men's size 10 to a men's size 11, depending on what brand of shoe it is. So I'm quite lucky. I don't have to pay to have that done, but I've spoken to a lot of Marfan patients that have had to get shoes specially made for them, and it does get very expensive. You know, so I'm lucky there. But yeah, so hopefully this will all go well. Oh, Fluffy's shaking his head, he doesn't think so. Don't you want Mummy to go and have this done tomorrow? No. Oh. You poor baby. You poor baby. You just don't want to be left alone without fusses, do you? But yeah, so I will check in again tomorrow probably. Do another video if I'm not too tired after all the poking and prodding from the doctors tomorrow. And here's little Miss Squeak. Isn't she cute? But yeah, so I'll probably check in again tomorrow, if not tomorrow, the day after, because I think I'm gonna have bandages all over my feet, and it's gonna take a couple of weeks to heal. And then in a few, I think next week, I've got to go back to have the dressings changed, and I suppose they're going to be checking on how it's healing. So hopefully it will heal okay, and hopefully I won't get any infections. Fingers crossed. All the fingers crossed. I'd cross my toes as well, but I can't really do that. But yeah, so I'll probably speak to you all again in the next few days. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. Hope I didn't gross you out too much with all the toenail talk. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you all later. Bye bye.